Today, I'm gonna share with you guys my top 10 tips and tricks to become better in Pokemon Go. These tricks that I'm gonna share with you guys are tricks that you can use even if you are a free-to-play player or one who spends money on the game. Alright, so hopefully you guys find these tricks useful for you guys and will use it in the future. Alright, so hi to all of you guys. So yes, let me go to bring my screen up, and first thing that I will share with you guys is that all these tips and tricks that I'll be sharing with you guys, they are not ranked in like rank 1, 2, 3 all the way to 10 or whatsoever in any order. So we'll just begin with the very first trick. So the very first trick, for those of you who didn't know that you can do this, if you want to select a certain section of your either Pokédex, Battle Shop item or Pokemon in a quicker manner, instead of just tapping the ball icon at the bottom and then selecting the shop or whatsoever, what you can do, instead of doing that, you slide. So you put your finger on the ball icon, it will open up. My thumb is literally still on the screen, and you can slide to the middle and it will actually bring it over there. So you can try it out, slide to the Pokédex. Alright, you can slide here like I said, see? I slide to the Go Battle League, slide to the Pokédex, slide to the Pokemon. So you can slide it over there instead of just selecting and now tap like what I'm doing right now. Tap. It's slower, but I mean, if you want, you can practice and you can make it even faster by sliding just like this. See, going to the item bag just like that. So that's the first tip. The next trick is known as the fast catch trick. Basically, what you want to do is when you're actually trying to catch a Pokemon, alright, when you catch a Pokemon, when you throw the ball, alright, okay, assuming it hits the Pokemon, alright, assuming it hits the Pokemon, now we're going to hit it and we're going to excellent it. Yep, okay, so we then wait for the ball to 1 shake, 2 shake, 3 shakes, and it gets caught. Alright, so it takes a bit of time for that to happen, and by the time you're actually done catching, it wastes a bit of time. So what you want to do, okay, provided I actually claim the reward quickly with you guys. Okay, what you want to do is to actually put your finger either on the berry icon over here, okay, or on the ball icon on the right. So when you put one finger on the berry icon and then you use the other finger to actually throw the ball, you then slide the finger that is on the berry icon to the 25% of the screen, slide to the middle and press the top left over there to run from it. I mean, it's a technique that has been used a lot of time. With enough practice, you guys should be able to do it. What I would do it in a quicker manner would be like this. Alright, so there, you can see the VideoMicro is caught. Alright, so that's the second thing. Now the third tip is how to stack Pokemon on your field research. So if you guys see on the top just now when I was using the stack Pokemon to actually catch the fungus, etc., how do I actually have it over there as claim reward? So well, let's go ahead to tap on it. So you guys can see I have a combi over there. So you can stack up to 100 Pokemon on your stack Pokemon. So after you are done with a field research, say right now I've done with that, when you actually claim the reward, especially the one for a reward encounter like this particular one, alright, you get a Mankey. Instead of catching the Mankey, what you will do is you run from it. When you run from it, it will actually put on your claim reward that's stacked over there on the top. It will create a fourth technically, I guess a few research that you can claim, not including the one that is for the scan reward, the one with the Puffin, but you can get another stack and you can stack up to 100 Pokemon. By the time you reach your 100th Pokemon, if you actually stack one more Pokemon to make 101, the first Pokemon that was stacked, the very first one will get discarded, and following up with the second and the third and the fourth if you do not catch them. So I will recommend catching them if you have actually stacked over 100. Now the fourth tip I'll be sharing with you guys is how to discard items in your item bag really quickly. So let's go to your item bag. So say there are some items that you don't want to keep too many of. Say I got 6 potions and then you don't want to tap plus too long, right? You just press the minus button on it, you discard everything of that particular item. So like for me, what I normally do if I have too many Pokeballs, Great Balls or Ultra Balls, so since I have 8 Great Balls, what I will do is I'll tap the minus plus twice, so I have 1 over there. The reason why I have 1 is so that the sequence of the balls won't change and then I won't accidentally use the Master Ball. Now the fifth tip is how to incubate your eggs fast. So let's go into my eggs over here. So normally people would tap on the egg and then tap incubate, and then tap incubator, right? So that is actually a very slow method. If you tap incubate, then tap the incubator, like this is really slow. So what you can do instead is tap the bottom right icon, that is the incubator icon, and select the incubator, select there, select the incubator, select there. So it's even faster than selecting the egg itself. There, I'm done. So that's how I normally incubate my eggs, is skip one of the screen. If you do it 9 times, it skips the screen of that particular egg icon 9 times. Tip number 6 is skipping the animation for sending and opening of your friend's gifts. So let's go ahead into my friends list over here. Let's go ahead to tap my search thing, and then after that we can go here. So normally when we actually send gift, most people will just press send and then just wait for the thing to actually send. Alright, it wastes a bit of time, especially when we open gifts. It actually makes it even slower. So I'll show you guys how I actually send gift. When you press send, immediately press the X icon at the bottom. Alright, just imagine it is still there. I'll show it one more time. Okay, press the X icon. It just takes a little bit of practice. So press send, press X. Immediately spam the X. So I'm spamming the X button about 3 times. Alright, so press send, press X. Okay, so it brings me back to this screen again. So it takes a bit of practice, like I said. So as for the opening of gifts, it's the same. So let's say if I choose a friend, I would like to open a gift from a friend. Alright, cash catch him. Say for example, if we open a friend's gift, alright, so when we press open, then it shows us all the items. Then 1 item, 2 item, 3 items, I guess. And then there it shows the interaction. Of course, we can speed things up a little bit if we were to actually do it like this. If we were to press the open icon, alright, and spam through the items. Alright, spam through the items. Yep, it's slightly faster, but we can do it in a faster manner. So like I said, imagine the X icon is still there. When you open your friend's gift, press open, immediately press the X at the bottom. Done. Yep, it's done. It's opened. I'll show you guys under here, under the journal. As you guys can see, I opened my friend's gift from James. Tip number 7 is creating a search string to discard your Pokemon really fast. So what I've done over here in my storage, for those of you who have always been watching my videos, you guys can see I have some favorited search strings. Over here, if I tap on this will all then appear. I can just select one Pokemon, select all, transfer all, and those are the Pokemon will get discarded. Those are the ones that I do not want to keep. Those that I want to keep to get for XL Candy when I trade, and even those that are Shadow, etc. wouldn't get transferred away. Of course, this is something that I would recommend doing. For those of you who do not know how to do it, I will show you guys how to do it. First of all, you type the things that you want to keep in your storage. Say for example, you type H0. This will show you Pokemon that are less than 24 hours ago that were caught. And you can type N, remove away Shiny, and remove away Shadow, and remove away Hundos, and remove away certain Pokemon that you want to keep. Say Pidgey you want to keep. Say for example, Lechonk you want to keep. So once you are done with that, once you have typed a very long search string to your own personal search string. Alright, for me, I'll go through and see what mods I want to keep. Say I want to keep the Darumaka, so I'll type Dar over there, and then N exclamation says I want to keep say Frillish. So for XL Candy, I'll type Frillish. Alright, say I want to keep Machop for XL Candies, and exclamation Machop. This is a very advanced technique, so for those of you who don't really understand how to do it, I wouldn't recommend to do it. Alright, so maybe these are all the Pokemon that I want to get rid of. I can just select all and just transfer them. Alright, so that's what we can do. And once you are done doing your search string, press the X button at the bottom, go back to here. Go back to here again, press the see more, alright, and the recent search string that was used, that you have created, will appear on the top left. Do a long press on it for about 1.5 seconds, about there, and you'll appear at the bottom as a favorite. You can put multiples of it, multiples of it, multiples of it. You can see at the bottom there, those 777, the ones those are the same search string that I've just created. If you want to actually remove them, you can just do a long press on them and just remove them. You can rename them as exactly to whatever you want. So I'm going to remove all of them right now because those are the ones that I do not want to use. But that's how you can discard your Pokemon really, really quickly. Tip number 8 is creating battle parties. So what I recommend to do is to actually go under the battle over there on the top right, slide to the right, it will show you your party that you can create for Great League, Ultra League, Master League, and even for gyms and raids. So tap on the plus icon over there on the right, create whatever name that you want to create. For me, I normally create this theme for myself. So you can add your Pokemon over there. Since it is currently Tapu Fini, the number 1 attacker would then be the electric type theme. So normally what I would do, I'll just type electric. and all my electric type Pokemon will come out. So then you can set a team, your Zekitri, your Zekrom, and whatever shadow Pokemon that you have if you have those. Alright, for me I use my Shadow Electivire, and my last slot normally I use my Buddied Pokemon, which would then be my Buddied there over there. So that's the team that I would use to fight against Tapu Fini. If you want to create a second one, you can do it too. If you want to fight another raid boss, say for example right now it's also Mega Alakazam, so you can rename it Mega Alakazam or whatsoever. So you can actually put over here Shadow Tyranitar. All those are the ones that I would use, Shadow Weavile. Alright, and you can put it over there. What I would recommend to do though, if you're actually planning to do multiple raids of a certain raid boss, say for example is Raid Hour for Tapu Fini, I would recommend putting the Tapu Fini team at the very bottom. The reason for that is you just have to slide once in order to get onto the team instead of sliding twice. Right now, because it is in the opposite order, I have to slide twice. So I will actually do this instead, alright, which is over here right now. I'll just do it over here like this to show you guys. And of course also, to actually create a party for gym also, which will be good if you guys want to use it for gym purposes. Okay, that's what I normally do. So prepare your party. Your party will be good to actually help you to take down the raid boss much quicker. Alright, so this is what I will do. Tapu Fini team at the bottom. Mega Alakazam will be next. Of course, I'll have to create more. Yeah, and you can create up to a maximum of 10 teams. To show you guys what I mean, I'm going to enter the raid over here and show you guys how it means to actually select the first team. Alright, so let's go ahead to enter this lobby over here. So instead of selecting the last team, alright, so you can slide to the right one time. This is the team that I'll use to fight Tapu Fini. You can slide twice to get to the one that I would use to fight Mega Alakazam. So instead of sliding, you also can tap on the top right of the battle party icon. So over here, you can tap over here, you can tap over here, okay, tap over here, tap over here. You guys can try it out for yourself. Alright, I'm not too sure if the reflection is causing you guys to not see it properly, but you can tap over here instead of sliding. Alright, that will help. Now, the second last tip will be the circle lock method, which is a useful trick to use against legendary raid bosses when you try and catch them. So Tapu Fini is here, so when you actually hold down the ball, alright, you guys can see the red circle that is shrinking. When the ball shrinks to a certain size, to a size that would hit either great or excellent, that's when you actually release the ball off the screen, when you actually remove your finger. So now that the Tapu Fini is on the right, I'm going to wait for it to come to the middle. And when a raid boss or a Pokemon were to do its attack, there's a 2 seconds animation where you can actually throw the ball, and the circle will stay in place. So now that I've locked the red circle to be excellent in size, I'm just waiting for it to be in the middle. I can actually throw when it's on the right, but I want to show you guys it being in the middle. Wait for it to do its attack. Alright, do your attack now, Tapu Fini. Alright, now it's going to move to the left. Okay, that is also fine. We can actually throw over there if we want to, but I want to do one time in the middle for you guys to see. Okay, I'm going to wait for it. Okay, now it's back into the middle. Okay, it's going to do its attack and throw the ball. So every Pokemon, the distance to actually throw is different. So depending on the distance, if the Pokemon is very, very far away, that's when you want to throw the ball earlier. So now that I do not touch the screen, I can actually throw and it'll still hit excellent. As long as I do not touch the screen at all, it will still be excellent. If it hits excellent, the next one when you throw again will still be excellent if you actually do not touch the screen. Okay, so I'll show you guys 3 excellent throws in a row. Provided it does its attack. Okay, come on, do your attack, Tapu Fini. Thank you very much. There you go, 3rd excellent throw. Alright, practice this. It will definitely help you to catch more legendary Pokemon. By the way, if you guys accidentally touch the screen, alright, just resize it once more again. Resize it to excellent throw size. Wait for it to do its attack and then just throw the ball as per normal. Okay, I'm going to throw it when it's on the right. There we go, excellent throw. So just practice and you will be able to get it. And the last tip is labeling your Pokemon to slot gyms. So let's go ahead to check out how I label my Pokemon. You guys can see these are some of the Pokemon that I use to actually slot gyms. So how to label your Pokemon though? So if you guys can see over here, I actually use the name with the arrow pointing down sort order to actually search for my gym potential Pokemon. So these are the ones that I literally use to slot gyms. But where are my Blissey's and where are my Chanseys? Well, I actually remove them so that I actually can show you guys how I do it. So a Chansey, you guys can see these are the 2 over there that are power up to level 50. So what I will do is I'll put an exclamation alright, icon in front of their names. Even if you just put exclamation, they will appear as the top already. So I'll show you guys over here. I'll put exclamation Chansey SD, stands for 100% defend. Alright, defender. So if I put an exclamation, just one exclamation, and it will still appear over there. So I show you guys over here, you can see exclamation, it appears the two Chanseys are there, but like I said, I normally put exclamation with the spelling of the Pokemon name appearing in full. Alright, so those two will appear. Where are my Blissey's though? Same thing. Alright, if I were to type Blissey and search in terms of CP, by the time I search for all these Pokemon, by the time I try and slot the gym, it will take a bit of time. So in order for me to know which Pokemon I can use to slot, that's what I would normally do, just sort by the name and pointing down. Alright, it will also show you those Pokemon that are available for you. Am I spelling it right? Yep. Available that are not slotted in the gyms yet. So if you actually have one that people have already slotted, a Blissey and Chansey, those two Pokemon would not appear over here. Alright, the Blissey and Chansey will not appear over here when you try and slot a gym. So over here you can see I've already taken down this gym over here. Hopefully I can reach it. Yep, I can't. I need to go over there to get it. Hang on. Okay, now that I've tapped on the slot gym icon, alright, you guys can see these are all my gym defender. If I slot by combat power, it will show me my slacking, my mega Pokemon, my highest CP Pokemon. Those are the ones that I do not use to slot gyms. Instead, these are my gym defenders. So sorting them by a name and arrow pointing down, you can see even my Togeki's all comes out too. So now I'm going to select my Blissey to actually slot it in the gym over here. Great, my Blissey is in. Yeah, it still shows walk closer to interact because yep, it's drifting over here. So that's that, man, in terms of all the tips that I'd like to share with you guys, in terms of the top 10 tips that I hope will be helpful to you guys. If you guys found this video really insightful and helpful for you guys, definitely leave a like on the video, be much appreciated. Thank you very much, to help for the algorithm to put it out to more people, for people to know about these tips. Also to share this video out with your friends if you guys want to. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next episode, in the next video. Alright, so it's time to say goodbye. So goodbye.